If I were to tell you that I bought down here, added my added my total risk of $400 and I sold around up here, maybe not at the very top, but close to it. You would think that I made a lot of money today, but I did not because I did not do that, right? And this trade is a really good example as to why I have certain rules set um, in terms of where I buy, where I sell, so on and so forth, right? So we'll kind of go over that today, go over the mistakes I've made. Um, but we did have a winning day. We were up $200 today, which is awesome. Before we start and we get into the trade recap, today's Friday, so I always like to do shout outs at the end of the week. I have quite a few. Again, my girlfriend has helped me write some of these down too. So, um, I just want to shout out everyone, first of all, who's been watching this channel. This channel has been growing steadily, which is insane. It was literally just last week where we passed 100 subscribers, and now I think we're over 140, which is absolutely insane. It's crazy. So I really do appreciate all of the support. I appreciate all of the encouragement you guys have been giving me. But I also appreciate you guys sharing your story in the comment section, right? Letting me know how you guys are doing throughout your journey. I love to read the updates. I love responding to you guys. I do my best to respond to every single comment because, again, I don't want you guys to feel like this is a lonely journey. I want to be connected with you guys. I always want to get to know you guys. So, I do have a few shout outs to some viewers. Some of them are regulars now, which is so cool for me to say. That's insane. But we do have a couple new ones. So the first one is James the Fourth. Last time I heard from him in the comment section, he said that he's close to passing his fourth combine in order to get his fourth XFA, which is so cool. So James, if you're watching this, please update me. Hopefully you had a strong week and keep going, man. Infamous Stacker. I love Infamous Stacker. My girlfriend's like, that's my favorite person. He recently blew his XFA, but is bouncing back. And I know he's gonna be fine. I was just telling him too, like, you're doing so well that you just passed your first combine to get your first XFA. Yeah, you blew it, but like you're doing so well now that you're more confident that you can pass the next one. So you got this, man. I know you're gonna do really well. Josh, Spurs. We almost had it, but it's the start of the new league campaign. And on top of that, Josh is 2% away from the time of this recording of passing his phase two of his Fibers account. So that's really awesome. And I think he also has 5 XFAs that he got earlier this week. So congrats to Josh. Keep going, man. And up the Spurs. iBane's guy, or Alex, has been managing his risk really well in this crazy market. He's been putting in the comment section like his analysis and how he's been looking at the market and dynamic risk on as well. So he's been doing such a good job managing his funded account. So shouts out to you, Alex. You're doing a really good job. Um, One Voice, back on an XFA, and his other funded accounts are doing well. So One Voice again, thanks for all the encouragement you continue to give me, and keep it going, man. You're doing really well as well. Um, Sci-Fi Level, who's not new, but newer to the shoutouts. He also has a YouTube channel. I will put his YouTube channel in my description box. Um, he does really good analysis of the markets and his trades as well. So he's been in the comment section recently and he's been trading really well and he's been learning from his mistakes. So go check out his channel as well. And yeah, Sci-Fi Level, just keep doing what you're doing, man. You're doing a really good job and keep up the trade recaps and keep learning from all of your mistakes. And lastly, Z Stacks. Z Stacks 893. Um, Last time I heard from him was about a week ago now, but recent XFA, he has a recent XFA and he bounced back from a loss and then made it up the next day. So, Z Stacks, if you're watching this, let me know how you're doing. Keep us updated, man. We're supporting you. And that goes for all of the viewers too. We're supporting you guys. We want you guys to do well. Um, yeah, hopefully you guys are having a good close to the week on Friday. So let's kind of talk about, kind of going from there, talking about the Discord. Again, Discord announcements will be coming on Sunday. That's when it'll be open. Really excited for you guys to be able to um, interact with each other in there. I had a lot of ideas, and my girlfriend has had a lot of ideas too. So we've been trying to put it together, trying to make it a really friendly community. Again, I've been saying this a lot, but to uplift each other, encourage each other. With a little bit of stoic themed, right? Because this channel is called Trading Stoically. So I really want you guys to be a part of that if you want to and join the Discord. Again, giveaway as well. Talking about the giveaway. Um, my girlfriend has been going through the forums. I have not gone through any yet just because work has been crazy. But something that we came up with as well is that we're going to, like, I'm going to pick the winner, but it's going to be completely anonymous. What I mean by that is that I'm not going to know any of the first names or the usernames of any of the forums. She's gonna print them out. I'm just gonna read through them, right? So, she says that a lot of you guys have been making her cry through the forums, and that's insane, right? And I want to tell you guys about my journey too, and let you guys know that I'm with you guys. Whatever you're going through, I'm with you guys. I'm supporting you guys. I know that a lot of us are trading for financial freedom, right? Whether we're in a spot where it's very difficult for us to pay our bills, or we're trying to take care of a family member, or whatever the case may be. Um, I want us all to succeed and all of us to do well. So um, I will be looking extremely forward to reading all of the forums this weekend and then going into next week Wednesday as well. So good luck again in the giveaway. Please enter if you haven't already. The forum will be in the description below, as well as the comment section as well. So, anyway, let's get back to the matter at hand. So, in the beginning of this video, I talked about how um, I took a trade down here and ended up here, and I only had $200. So technically, that did not happen exactly like that. It should have happened like that, but I messed up. How did I mess up? I messed up by adding way too high, right? So one of my issues that I've talked about before is that I buy high and I sell low, right? So here, first trade comes in at about 7:38, right? So I start trading at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So 7:38 is this candle right here. And I like the candle, but why am I adding here, right? So first, let's kind of talk about the bias. We had this huge drop at the end of New York, but since then we were bullish, right? So we opened, let me delete this so you can see real quick. We opened here, we were bullish clearly, right? So that's great. I don't know where my um, volume profile went. That was kind of weird. Um, but so we were bullish, right? But why did I add here? It was dumb. In hindsight, it was very dumb. But the reason I understand the reasoning. The reason why is because I didn't feel like we were going to get a move lower in order for me to add. Why is that? The reason why is because we already bounced off this purple line is VWAP. So we already bounced up, came down, consolidated on VWAP, and had a move higher, right? Now we're pulling back. We're pulling back to this prior day value area low, right? Which is a really good support, and I love these supports. So because we were showing some good momentum heading to the upside, my goal was for us to be able to get to prior day point of control, right? So it's like I'm kind of playing it out, right, with my strategy, but on a longer time frame. This is still a short enough move that I believe that we could get there in time. But what ended up happening was at 7:48 or 7:49, Donald Trump, the president of the United States, was speaking, and he was saying something. Honestly, I don't even remember anymore, but something about um, the war on Ukraine versus Russia and trying to get to a ceasefire or some type of agreement. And when he started talking, the market started tanking. And I was like, I can't believe I'm about to lose this trade because of Donald Trump. But no, I was not going to lose that trade because of him. I was going to lose that trade because of me, right? And something recently I've been thinking about, just trying to do some deeper reflection, is that I'm trying to now balance fear, confidence. I don't want to say arrogance, right? But like, I don't like right now, I've been trading really well, even though I took a couple losses yesterday, three losses actually, because of my combine. I'm still very confident in what I'm doing, but I feel like I'm kind of walking towards that edge of where I'm just like, oh, whatever I take is going to be a winner, which is clearly not the case. And I'm glad that I was humbled yesterday when it came to that, right? But I also have the confidence that I know what I'm doing. So it's a little bit of a balance that I'm like, okay, I can't be fearful, right? But I can't be too confident. I can't be overconfident in what I'm doing. I need to be even keel, right? A lot of people would say stoic. Yes, you can be stoic when it comes to that, but it's more about like being even keel, responding to your emotions appropriately, and taking what the market is giving you according to your edge, right? So here, even though yes, prior day value area low is a good place to buy long term, it is not a good place for me to buy with how I trade. This is a good place for me to buy, right? So in that, ended up coming low, right? My stop loss was actually here at 869, so we were so close to hitting it, but we started bouncing off where value area lows, right? Double bottom, love to see that as well. High volume or high green body candle here, not on the best volume, but that could have been a selling climax right here. So we continued higher, and then obviously this move confirmed it right here at 828. And you'll see here too that I added five contracts when I bought early, but I knew, and it's so funny too, I had a feeling that we were gonna bounce. I thought we were gonna bounce off VWAP, and so we end up coming all the way to value area lows. And one of the things I said to myself was, I'll add a few here, but if we come down to VWAP, then at least I'll add some more here. Hopefully, have a full position size, and we can head higher. And I was like, maybe I can wait for value area low, but I was like, no, it's not going to hit value area low. We are so far away. Wait a minute, and we fell all the way down. So lesson learned: buy off of VWAP if there's confirmation. Buy off of value area low if there's confirmation. Sell off of value area high if there's confirmation, right? We don't sell off of VWAP. That's just something that I've learned through backtesting. That's just something that I don't do, or I shouldn't do, because I end up losing a lot more when I do that. Um, so yeah, you can see here the executions. I mean, at this point here, it was kind of like, all right, well, if we break through and we break through 869, I take my full loss of $400 and we lose, And then here, right, I should have just taken my full position off at this area here. I thought we had more room to run, but whenever you have such a V recovery like that, it's so unrealistic, right? And that's also another thing that I've been struggling with this week is believing that everything will just continue to run naturally. And if you watched my earlier videos, this is like from a few months ago. Naturally, I'm a breakout trader, right? I love breakouts, but if you know about the markets, breakouts mostly fail, right? Not saying that they don't work, but they mostly fail, which is why I have changed my strategy to what I do now, right? And I think recently my mindset has been kind of getting back into that, where we've had a lot of good moves. I've had a lot of winners, especially last week, through breakouts, right? Where we bought really nicely, but then we break out and we continue. And it happened later on, but look at that. Look at this consolidation that we are currently at right now. It's almost midnight. I'm going to bed so late, but it's almost midnight and we are consolidating like that, right? So it's like breakouts don't work as often as they have been, and it's something that I've forgotten and I need to keep in mind, right? So that's why we always need to be buying at value area lows and selling at value area highs, right? And then buying off of VWAP too if there is a confirmation. So this is another trade that I was contemplating taking, but again, my rule is one trade. If we win the first trade, we're done, right? And then if we lose the first trade, we can take another trade. So but yeah, I need to learn. There's so many things I need to get better at. This week as a whole has been kind of up and down. We haven't um, lost money this week. We're pretty much break even, so that's good. We had a not a terrible day yesterday. We did everything we're supposed to. We just lost two times. Um, but we are 2 days away from payout. I'm not really concerned about that. I'm concerned about building my balance up right now, but I do understand too that if we are eligible to take another payout and the balance is still around $800, we're gonna do it. You know, we're gonna take a $400 payout or whatever it is, just so that way we are officially up on buying all of the XFAs and all of the combines too. So to me, that's more important because even if I blow this account, we have four more XFAs in the background, right? Which is really cool. Um, I haven't, you'll see here, there's only four XFAs here. It's just because I haven't activated the other one that I passed earlier this week. And then we're also working on this one too. We're working on this combine as well. So hopefully we're able to pass that sometime next week if I decide to trade it. So no rush on that one. Um, but yeah, guys, that is it for the week. It's been an up and down week, but I learned so much. And I'm glad that we're break even, but more importantly, I'm glad that there were a lot of lessons that we learned from. A lot of mistakes made this week as well. First one is not maximizing profits. Um, Second one is um, entry points, exit points. And the third one is recognizing market conditions, knowing where chop is, and knowing when to exit quickly and kind of like being more nimble, right? Kind of be like a ninja, like Naruto, um, in the markets when there's a lot of chop going on. One of the things too that I've learned, I just want to say for myself too when I'm reviewing this video, is that I believe that how New York session plays out. I still need to do more research on this, but how New York session plays out will kind of give you an idea, somewhat, not always, in terms of how Asian session will play out too, right? Because that's a direct continuation. This usually doesn't apply on Sundays because Sundays usually there's a gap up or a gap down. I hate that, but we've been trading well through it anyway. But um, because of that, if there's big news coming out, New York session prior, and it comes out, a lot of times there can be consolidations or expansions right after the fact. If there's news prior, right? So Asian session prior to the New York session where there's big news, it can be choppy, a lot of consolidation. So it's just something for me to keep in mind and research too when I come back to review this video. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video today. I hope you guys have had an awesome week trading. Hopefully you guys have had a better week than me, right? I always want you guys to do really well. Um, but hopefully you guys have had a good close to the week. Hopefully you guys enjoy this weekend with your family, with your friends, with your loved ones, and just do the things that you want to do. So for me, it's my best friend's birthday today. Gonna go out to eat with him, um, and then have work Saturday, and then I'm gonna get some sleep because I've lost so much sleep this week. I've had so much stuff going on with work and all this other stuff. So hopefully get back on track next week. Um, and then yeah, take my girlfriend shopping maybe, um, for some clothes. Anyway, that's not important. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are trading well. And yeah, keep trading stoically. See you guys on the Discord on Sunday. And don't forget, if you haven't entered the giveaway, go ahead and enter the giveaway. See you guys in the next one.